discussion with the UAE coach Lalchand Rajput. Quick single taken by Rohit Podel. That's good running.
Yeah, they would have come in for training, and it doesn't really hurt when you get a chance to watch your two opponents fight it out. That delivery from Harmeet Singh picked the top off Munang Patel. Extremely pleased with the performance of his bowler and the master stroke that he brought in by bringing Harmeet right after the drinks break.
And this too, I think, is a very interesting bowling change. Saurabh Netrawalkar being brought into the attack, coming around the wicket. So it seems like he's been brought in because there's Arif Sheikh and Rohit Podel, who we both know are very good against spin. So maybe they're trying to break this partnership by bringing in Saurabh Netrawalkar for a couple of overs, trying to come around the wicket for Arif Sheikh and over the wicket for Rohit Podel. So there are plans in place and they've been executed well by USA.
Here also Saurabh is their frontline bowler. You would want the experience of Saurabh to come in and try and pick a wicket. If they try and peg Rohit Podel, or even for that matter Arif Sheikh, who's got starts but hasn't really converted them into big scores in the previous two games. Both those games, 20s is what he got out in. Then you're putting immense amount of pressure on the Nepal side.
Yeah, especially the middle order, I think, for Nepal hasn't fired. Rohit Podel has scored runs. He got 100. But barring that, with the kind of batting they have, that's yet to come. They've got Gulshan Jha. They've got Dipendra Singh Airi. And then they've got the bowlers in the form of Karan Casey, Sandeep Lamichhane, Nandan Yadav and Lalit Rajbanshi. So not a lot of depth, although they all can bat. Karan Casey can bat, we know that. But it's the run scoring ability and form that you would want to look at. And that's something that USA will have a keen eye on. So this pair holds the key for Nepal. They've lost 3 wickets. If these two can bat for another 12, 15 overs, Nepal will manage to get to a decent total. If not, they'll be in a spot of bother.
You make a very valid point. A lot relies on these two. 35 is the number. If they can bat till 35 without losing wickets, they'll be extremely happy. 23 gone, 104 for 3.
हेलो अन्य वेबसाइटमा लाइभ हेर्ने साथीहरू कृपया हाम्रो मुख्य वेबसाइट युनो टिभीमा आउनुहोस् है। यो लाइभ बन्द हुँदैछ है त। अन्य वेबसाइटमा वा एप्समा लाइभ हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ भने हाम्रो मुख्य वेबसाइट युनो टिभी हो। युनो टिभी सर्च गरेर आउनुहोस् है। ल सपोर्ट गर्नुहोस् है साथीहरू।
Harmeet Singh not happy with the single taken. Wanted Rohit Podel on strike. Another very effective middle order batter, Arif Sheikh. Very handy with the ball as well, but today his services with the bat will be of prime importance for Nepal. Very confident batter, especially against spin. Arif Sheikh, brother of Asif Sheikh, the two brothers playing for Nepal. In ODIs, averages a shade under 29 with a high score of 84. Nine 50s for Arif Sheikh with the bat in the ODI format. And the run rate, we'll talk about that, I think has dipped in the last 5-7 overs, which is understandable and which is pretty common when you lose wickets. Nepal have lost 2 of them after the drinks break. And Harmeet Singh continues to bowl really well and not give away too many runs at the same time. 106 for 3 after 24. Well, that has been the trajectory of run scoring for Nepal in this first innings. Those 2 wickets coming in quick succession has made that worm dip a bit. Gives you a perspective that run scoring has been a little difficult. The runs have dried up. Cut away, but straight to the fielder there. Nostush grabs it. That was hit with a lot of power, but he finds the fielder, and Saurabh Netrawalkar comes in his second spell and gets the all-important wicket of Arif Sheikh.
Well, yeah, there was width on offer, but Arif Sheikh early in his innings not able to control it, playing it straight to Kenjige, and Nepal are finding themselves spiraling. Dipendra Singh Aire is the new man in. The man for all seasons for Nepal.
Yeah, the Tiger, as they fondly call him, Dipendra Singh Aire. He'll want to roar today with the bat. Expected him to now build another partnership with Rohit Podel in that game against UAE. Dipendra Singh Aire stitched a partnership with his captain. He's out there because of this. That is such a good catch. Plucked it out of thin air. Nostush, he's a brilliant fielder, and no surprises why he's been given that responsibility of fielding in that point region. Absolutely brilliant take.
Podell on strike. The centurion from that previous innings. Played on the same surface. Applied himself. Did lose wickets on the other end, and that's exactly what is happening right now. He's arrived and he's seen his partner go. So again, he'll have to rejig himself into the same fashion, try and dig his team out of trouble. As Saurabh Netravalkar will look for more.
Well, that's nicely done. Runs for Nepal. Desperately wanted. Rohit Podell finds a boundary at the right time.
Yeah, he's a smart cricketer. Rohit Podell realized that it was short and wide, a similar delivery that got rid of Arif Sheikh. He did not play it aerially, played all along the carpet. And that's where the smartness of a cricketer comes in. You know that a fielder has been set there for a similar delivery, for you to play that shot. You try and fox them all by playing it all along the carpet. Nepal on Nelson.
Again, plays it in the same direction. Again, beautifully timed. Again, played along the ground. And again, 4 runs is the result.
Yeah, almost a replica there. Saurabh Netravalkar is bowling to a plan, and Rohit Podell is spoiling all his plans. Look at that. Not an inch over the soil. Beautifully done. 2 back-to-back boundaries for Rohit. Definitely looks like someone who is in form, isn't he?
Yes, getting it right from the middle of the bat. Seems like he's got an extra half a second to play his shots. That's the sign of a man in form. It looks like he's taken it up from where he left in that previous game. Looks like he's already scored 100 and he's set out there in the middle. That's good news for Nepal. Halfway through the first innings, it's 116 for 4. Nostush Kenjige comes back into the attack. Bowled 5 overs in his first spell. Gave away 20. This is a good bowling change again. Nostush will be looking for his second wicket.
Yeah, he picked up a wicket on the very second delivery of his first over. Post that has kept the batters in check. What Nepal have done right is they milked some of those seam bowling options that USA brought to fore, including Jasdeep Singh and Shubham Ranjane. But against the spinners, they've been found wanting. Kenjige picking up 1, 2 for Harmeet. Saurabh Netravalkar is the only seam bowler who has been effective. Yes, he's been expensive by his own standards, but has been effective.
Yeah, and those runs, most of those runs have come in that last over that he's bowled, a couple of boundaries. But other than that, I think he's bowled exceptionally well. on a pitch that doesn't offer too much for the fast bowlers. That's been driven and equally well fielded by Munank at covers. Very well done. Again, a single taken. They're looking for the second. Not really, no. They take two, in fact. That's good running. For a moment, I thought with the way Sai Teja approached that they were never going for the second, but they did, and that's good running. It was hit towards the right of Sai Teja, so he had a few yards to cover. That's been driven again and equally well played and equally well fielded. Munank does well. That could have been a boundary. End of the over. 5 runs off it. 26 bowled. It's 121 for 4. Twenty-one for 4. Quick run taken by Rohit Podel. Jasdeep back into the attack. Was it a bit expensive, Neil?
A good time to bring him in. 2 new batters in the center. Try and get him to bowl quickly. Get a couple of overs done, so that he as well gets in the motion, gets his lines and lengths right at this juncture, while the batters would be trying to settle in. They wouldn't be looking to hit them big.
Well, some fans have found their way to the ICC Academy, which is always a treat to see and watch and get those supporters to support their team.
.122 for 4 in 26.2. Dipendra Singh Aire, 5 of 7. He'll have a massive role to play today alongside his skipper.
.122 on the board. Just a single in the first 3 deliveries. Yeah, this is a good over so far from Jasdeep. And you're right, they would want to get a few of his overs while they've got somebody like Dipendra Singh Aire and in the middle who's new to the crease. He'll take some time, and this is where you'd want some quick, not a lot of run scoring overs.
Also, Jasdeep will gain some confidence. In the last 3 deliveries that he's bowled full, he's bowled that slightly back of the length. Also trying to quickly get into his zone. As a frontline bowler, you don't want to be taken for runs. Those numbers don't do justice to what Jasdeep can offer. Good over this, just 2 runs off it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what the score is. 123 for 4. One last delivery to go. A nice, quiet over. Will give it a lot of confidence to Jasdeep. Only if he can finish it well. Don't give width to Rohit Podel.
Looking for the second through at the non-striking end. Dipendra Singh Airi is very quick between the wickets. He's called Tiger, and one of the reasons is because of the way he runs between the wickets. Very quick, very agile. 27, bowled 125 for 4. Nostush coming into bowl his 7th over.
He's just given 24 and picked a wicket.
Swept away nicely. It's in the gap, and the moment he hit that, he knew that he's got 4 runs. That's a very good shot from Dipendra Singh Airi.
Yeah, in fact, I would reckon that from the moment Noshtos bowled that delivery, he knew that this one is going to go for a 4. Poor delivery down the leg side, punished rightly so.
Pulls it outside off. He's been bowling a little too full. Nostush in this second spell of his was more on that good length in his first spell, but here he's bowling full, and it's become a lot more easier for the batters to play that in the gap and take those singles. Plays for MI New